My name is Jennifer Summers. My son Donovan Summers has autism. Autism is a way, it's not a disease, but it's Donovan's way of thinking is different than everyone else's.
My name is Beth Hills. I currently teach a class of 8th, 3rd through 5th grade students in a program exclusively designed for kids on the autism spectrum.
This is so awesome.
Our classroom is specifically designed to be really structured. As much as possible, we leave out any surprises so the kids in the room know what to expect, what's coming next, and what is expected of them.
They have all his steps of the day written down in order so that he can look at that and know what's coming next.
He's very schedule driven. So let's say that he's got a math paper due in his typical class and he really has to get it done, but he hasn't gotten it done. But on the schedule it says, wait a minute, Mrs. Hills, at 10:30 I have to have my computer break. He gets super frustrated. I mean, he will bang his head on his desk, he will yell, you know, so that type of thing.
Like when he plays, he likes to have things in a certain manner like he used to. Not so much as he gets older, but when he was younger, he used to have all the same colors together or same shapes he would all put together. He also was very sensitive to sounds, and something like we would hear normally, it could go either way. Something we would hear as just a normal sound would be so excruciatingly loud for him that he would scream because it would hurt him. When he was little, he didn't talk, you know, when most kids talk. So that kind of gave us a clue that something was different about him. We usually wake him up. On days he has to be to school, we try to wake him up by 7:30ish or so. I know you probably won't need it later, but right now you do. There's your red sweatshirt, okay? He eats, he gets dressed, and you have to quite often remind him to do these things. Otherwise, he doesn't continue to do them. All right, very handsome. Donovan's teacher wrote a comment about how he threw some bowling pins, which in turn hit some kids because he was probably upset that they weren't winning a game they were playing. And I wrote that we talked to Donovan and that this is not acceptable, and that we took his TV away from him for a day, which he was kind of upset about, but he understood. Some days are really great, and then other days are kind of bad, like this one. Then he gets his book bag and his coat and stuff, and if it's warm enough, he'll go wait outside for his bus. I don't think he could handle riding a bus with all the kids who don't have autism because of all his differences and how he reacts. He's very immature compared to the other kids.
Oh, he comes in and he's happy. He greets us in the morning. He's happy to be there. You know, he loves playing with his friends. You know, it's usually just, you know, when work is required that he'll hem and haw, but eventually he'll get it done. The kids in our classroom all have really good relationships with each other. They're a group of friends, and this is their safe group. You know, they're all in the same boat, kind of. They all lose it sometimes. They have these behaviors. And the cool thing is they will like actually go over and rub each other's back or say, calm down, it's okay.
Once he gets home, he tends to want to shut down anything to do with school. He just says, okay, I'm home. I don't have to worry about that anymore.
I like building tracks. I just want one new track.
Donovan, left to his own devices, would be more than happy to play all day long. I guarantee you, whether that be on the computer or in the play break area or whatever.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
1, 2, 3, I got
Again.
I think I've learned a lot more patience because I've had to think of different ways to cope with things myself. To help Donovan cope with things, I had to think of, okay, well, this idea isn't working. Let's try this, or let's explain it a different way.
I'll take one piece of that and that.
Here's the eardrum.
Good.
I don't want to push this stuff.
Small.
All right.
That was perfectly small.
He's a sweetie pie too.
I think I'm even more accepting of all different types of people than I was before. I mean, I don't think I was ever negative towards anyone, but I certainly am more understanding.
I got the hat on that. You loved it.
He's the sweetest little thing. He loves to give people hugs and tries to make you smile most of the time
Blue bug.
because I think that helps him feel good. People who, kids or adults who have autism are still people. They want to be treated like people. They don't want you to pity them. And these people can't help if they act like some people just think they're being brats or they're being rude or obnoxious. And they can't help it. It's just the way their brain is wired. I think that given the chance, anybody who has autism or Asperger's with love and support can go very far and do wonderful things.